Mic check, mic check. All right, here we go. Welcome to About the Action. I am your host, Will, and this is my new series where I interview people from different walks of life that's out there chasing their dreams and understand that it doesn't take dreaming or hoping or wishing, but people out there taking steps and taking action to make their dreams come true. So I'm definitely got my next guest is definitely one of them people that taking that action to make them dreams come true. This is GPS Punchey's Washington D.C.'s own GPS Punchey. Thank you, brother.
What up?
Good man. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you for doing
So
this.
this thing been this should have been happened a long time ago, because I remember when we met at work. We ain't gonna go where we work at, but we met at work,
Right.
and we was trying to I think I might have spoke to you about what I wanted to do,
Right.
Podcasts and stuff like that. So
Right.
this has probably has been like in the works for
Couple years, I can say.
about like 2
Yeah, maybe longer than
I
that.
say like 2 years, and I think within the this 2 year span, I know for me just watching you grow from the job and also watching you grow in your business with GPS. I respect your grind. I truly respect your hustle, because even though I don't see you as much, I'm actually seeing what's going on to the photo shoots, to the videos, to going this way, and I respect it. And this is what About That Action is about. People that's not just sitting on the sidelines, that's actually want to take their dream to the next level, or want to take a stance and take that to the next level. So appreciate you, man.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate
I
you.
really do, man.
Gotta give you your flowers while you here. So
But that go both ways though, man. You had a dream that you wanted to chase, and you doing it now. You know?
Right.
And you about that action, man. That's what it is, right? That's where we at right now, right?
Right.
You know, so that you know, that's a double standard, man. You doing what you wanted to do, you know, and that's good to see though, my brother. So
appreciate
you
you. I appreciate that, brother. So listen, let's just get it started. Like, where did you get your name from? Now I heard, right, that you got the Punchy from knocking niggas out and knocking shit out in DC. Now you can let me know if that's true or not. But how do you get your name?
Nah, that ain't true. So my father gave me my name when I was I think I was 2 years old. He said that I punched my mother in the eye when I was a baby, and he started calling me Punchy ever since then. So I mean, but a lot of people do think I got my name for fighting and knocking niggas out. No, I don't really do too much fighting, but I would though. I knock a nigga out if I have to. Fuck that.
Nah. You cool, man. Respect that. So let's talk about your title. What do you do? What is your title, and what do you do for your team, GPS?
I get shit done. You know, that's what it is. I get shit done. But on Black and White, I am a CEO, co-founder of GPS Entertainment. Buddy of mine, also my artist, name of Ephraim.
Okay.
We started this brand back in 2015. We became official two black business owners in 2017.
Congratulations.
Appreciate that, brother. We we obtained our LLC and things like that. But my role is I'm CEO, artist, manager,
Right.
Everything, marketer. I do it all, man. I just try to get things done. Everything that we need to get done, or I feel like decisions that need to be made for the team, I get those done. I do the necessary things and take the necessary steps I need to do to get those done. Whether it's making, scheduling and booking trips,
Right.
scheduling and booking video shoots, photo shoots, shows, studio time, anything that needs to get done, I take care of that.
Right. So, being that you said you started GPS with your friends, right?
Right.
Or people, individuals that you grew up with.
Right.
Talk to me about how important is those relationships. How important is having a strong team of those relationships from the ground up.
Oh, having a team is key, man. That's very important. And first of all, if you don't have a team, I don't care what you're doing or who you are, you won't make it on your own.
Right.
And
right.
I've tried to take
agree.
that route. Also, a buddy of mine tried to take that route. But those relationships is key. Understanding each other, building with each other, knowing each other triggers, and knowing each other's strengths and weaknesses,
Right.
and being able to pick up off of those things when you notice that your partner is lacking in that area. Having the courage to say, all right, well, look, man, this is what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? This we need to get
Right.
taken care of. And you can't do that without having those relationships. Me and him been friends since 5th grade.
Okay.
We kind of lost contact a little bit after high school, but through a mutual friend, we got reconnected.
How many years of that contact was lost?
I want to say about 5 years.
Okay. That's not okay. That's not too bad.
From about the time he left high school in 10th grade. He got put out of high school in 10th grade.
Right.
Or 9th grade. Until about, I may want to say a year or two after high school. So it wasn't maybe it might have been less than that though, but it was just roughly probably about 5 years.
So you feel like y'all jumped right in it, or it took a little taking time to get adjusted so y'all can reconnect it?
Nah, we jumped right back in. We jumped right back in like ain't nothing. They never left. I mean, shoot. I'm talking about from being together every day, getting business done. Making music, trying to make business decisions and everything. We jumped right back into it.
So basically you started GPS before the breakup, before that little split. Not breakup. I don't want to say breakup. Before the separate. You started after that.
Yeah, we started after the GPS was brought to my attention in 2015. It wasn't established or anything like that. It was an idea, and it was a movement at the time, but now it is the movement.
Yes, sir.
But 2015 was when I was introduced to it, and ever since then I've been locked in.
Okay. One thing, just tell them what GPS stands for, because I don't know if we touch based on that.
So GPS stands for getting paid seriously. If you check my shirt out, that's what it is. Getting paid seriously. Getting paid seriously. Entertainment.
Okay. So we still on relationships. What are some relationships, key relationships that you hold close to you, that you hold dear to you? What are some relationships that are important to you?
First of all, my family relationships is key for me.
Okay.
I'm big on family.
Okay.
Relationship with my mom, my dad, my aunts, my sisters, my cousins. Then my close friends that I allow into my personal space. From ones that I grew up with. Also mentors too.
Okay.
Having a positive influence, positive role models in my life that had a positive influence on my life as well, from coaches, certain teachers, and things like that. People that I met throughout the years.
Right now, I know you don't have no kids, right? So we still on relationships, but how you said some of your key relationships with your mother, your father. How important it is to have a father around, or even having your father around, or any father around any kid's life, for real.
That's vital, man. That's vital, and it's one thing to have a father figure and to have a father. Having a father around it, that's a vital thing, man. It's very important, whether for a young man or a young lady. You know what I'm saying? Just having that figure to support you, to be that security that you need and comfort that you need from a man. You know what I'm saying? Just for protection. I know for me, I used to follow my father around everywhere. He used to take me everywhere with him, show me a lot of different things and introduce me to all types of people, and just showing me manners and respect and how a man's supposed to conduct themselves. You know what I'm saying? So having a father is key, man. And I feel like those who grow up without a father, they suffer from that.
Right.
They suffer, even though they try to hide the pain or numb it. Nah, that trauma and pain is still within them.
And I agree, because I know we spoke a little bit about just my situation with my children, but even still, I grew up without no father, and that is a void that's still missing to this day.
Right.
The only thing I could go off for being a good father is from what I see and trying to be the best I can be every day. So just knowing you and being around and seeing social media, I do see you are close with your father. I see you doing little funny Instagram jokes and stuff like that. But is it your father that got you into basketball?
Yeah, of course. My father, people don't know his name, Stacy Robinson, DC legend, All American, All Met in the country, one of the top basketball players to come out of this area in 1975 out of Dunbar High School.
Yes,
Played
sir.
basketball. He put a basketball in my hand when I was about when I can remember. I want to say maybe like first or second grade.
Damn.
I remember going to the basketball court early before school when we was living over in Southeast. Early before school, he'd take me to the basketball court to shoot around and play, and I ain't never want to leave. I never wanted to leave. So yeah, he definitely was the one that put the basketball in my hand and got me into basketball.
So, talk to us about how important basketball it is to you, or sports to someone coming up.
It's an outlet, man. It's something that I cope with my problems with. You know, I could go through all kinds of things in life, and I just want to go play basketball or just go into sports or even watch some sports. You know, and for those growing up in these these rough areas and things like that, it's an outlet for them. It's a getaway. You know, it's a getaway from the streets. It's a getaway from the drama. It's a getaway from a lot of things that they face in life, and they could just go for 2 to 3 hours out of a day and enjoy and take their mind off of everything. You know, and it's a team thing as well. You know, it show you sportsmanship, and sports show you a lot of things in life. You know, and you could take away from and learn and put into your tool belt as being a man or a young lady.
Right.
You know, but sports is very important for me. You know, I love it.
Right. So let's switch it up a little bit. If I'm asking you a question, if you had the opportunity to change something in your life, what would you change?
Nothing.
So everything going good, even the bad?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like what's going on and how my life is going is what makes me.
Right. I respect it.
I wouldn't change nothing. You know, I wouldn't be able to learn. I wouldn't be who I am today if I could change them.
And the bad times help us too.
Right, everything.
It was all a lesson, right?
And I knew you was looking for an answer right there, but that's my answer.
Nah. Yeah, I was though, but it's all good.
I won't change nothing.
Definitely. So I'm gonna give you a topic, and I want to know what comes to your mind. A 9 to 5 job. What comes to your mind when you think of a 9 to 5 job?
Working for somebody else.
Is that something that
that I want to get out of in the next 2 years?
Respect. Trump.
An idiot.
Black Lives Matter.
Myself, my life, your life.
Right. And I saw you at that little march the other day.
Oh, that was powerful, man. That was real
Definitely.
powerful. Yeah.
Talk a little bit on that and what you saw, what you felt, how you felt as a black man, and what you saw, the energy.
It was deep, man. First of all, being a part of history, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
57 years ago on that day was when Martin Luther King had the I Have a Dream speech. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know that until I got there and I heard the speakers talking about it, and my mom and my sister and them was speaking about it. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not one of them guys that's, you know, heavy educated on my past,
Right.
history.
Same here. I'm trying to get more better with it.
And that's what I want to do, you know. And that's the reason why I went out and supported, and I go out, try to make it to the ones that I can, all the events that's going on, the marches and the protesting and things like that, the positive ones, so I can educate myself on that. But just being in that atmosphere and seeing so many people of color and other colors too just come out and support, and you know it was so genuine. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that the vibe was genuine. People weren't out here doing it just to look good or to sound good. It was genuine, and people really was fighting for what they believe in, and that's, you know, Black lives in the United States of America, which does matter, you know. And listen to the different speakers, from Martin Luther King's son speaking, from Al Sharpton, from Martin Luther King's Jr.'s granddaughter speaking. It was just so powerful. It was moments where I'm listening to these people speak, and something within myself, just like a spirit just came to me, and it's just like, wow, like
You're still gonna make
you a part of something great right now. You know, like this is history. It was history, and I feel like everybody in my circle should have been there.
Right.
But for those who didn't make it, I'm pretty sure you could go and look it up on YouTube and see, some of the speeches and things like that, because that thing was powerful, man. It was real powerful.
And I'm gonna go back to that, but it's something that you just said, far as you felt like everybody as a leader. What you said is, I felt like everybody in my circle should be there. Which everything starts from everything starts from the top.
Right.
So whatever you anything knowledge or information you get in, it's important for you to make sure your team there, make sure your team is getting it the same way. Right.
But it wasn't always like that, though.
Right.
It wasn't always like that. I wasn't always the one, with the knowledge and trying to sprinkle it down.
Right.
I learned from others. But that's how you learn, though. I learned from others, and with that knowledge I took from them, I'm able to go back to my team to translate that message to my team.
Right. George Floyd, what comes to your mind?
A black man that life was taken for no reason. It's sad that situation happened how it did, for people to come together and fight for some type of change in this country. Where I learned from the march the other day, it's so many other situations that occurred before George Floyd. Not taking nothing away from that, but
right.
That man's life was taken away by a police officer that had no respect for him, didn't care about his life or his family life.
Agree.
And it's something that needs to change, though, man. That's when you speak of George Floyd, there's so many things you can say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You could say so many things, and I had the chance to. His family was at the march and they spoke.
Okay.
And just listening to them and just seeing the pain that they was going through. His brother was on stage and couldn't even finish his speech because of the pain. But also it was the joy he was receiving to see so many people out there in support of this movement, in support of his brother.
Mm-hmm.
But justice for George Floyd needs to happen.
And justice for Breonna Taylor.
Yeah, Breonna Taylor moms was there too. Her mom was there.
Those stories is heartbreaking.
Yeah, they are, brother. They are.
It's hard. DC, what comes to mind?
My city, the soul, the rhythm of the city, the culture. A powerful city, black people.
Right.
Yeah, when I think of DC, I think of black people.
Right.
I know you have all the buildings downtown and things like that, and up northwest, you have those areas where those people that live there.
Right.
But I don't think of that when I think of DC. When I think of DC, I think of the hoods. To be honest with you, but I think of the hoods in a good way, because the communities and the bonds and the strengths and the relationships that you build in those communities, they go Hold on.
Nah, you good. Nah, you just good. So let's talk about the. You touched on it a little bit. Let's talk about the DC you knew about growing up. I'm not from here. I'm from New York. So when I first came down here, I was just amazed about even the landscape of DC. But I can definitely see it's different from, and I don't really know the north, west, south. I'm not really privy to that, but I know there's a nice side and then there's like a messed up side. I almost feel like there's no in between. So just talk about, like you said, you touched on it a little bit. Talk about the DC you grew up. You ain't grow up. You ain't know the nice side. You knew more so of the hood.
Yeah, I grew up in Washington. Washington D.C., Trinidad area, northeast. It's I want to say it's the heart of the city, but it's kind of like it's towards the middle. Yeah, man, rough areas. Grew up in drug infested areas where I seen people that I knew and were close with using drugs, violence, high violence, experiencing gunshots through my bedroom window at the age of 9 years old.
Right.
Fortunately, I wasn't in that room at that night.
Good thing.
I was actually sick, to be honest with you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was two guys having a shootout on a corner. and one of the bullets went through my bedroom window. Experiencing that at a young age and being able to remember that, and that's trauma. That's trauma.
That's trauma.
Also witnessed. There was a police officer that lived around the neighborhood, and this guy. Now, looking back into it, this dude was for change. He wasn't with the nonsense. He moved in the neighborhood to actually make the neighborhood better. But those guys that I hung out with, and the ones who were older than me, and I looked up to, would say that he's geeking and he hat and all this, but actually he was in the neighborhood to change it. Witnessing a drive-by shooting involving his kids at the age of 9. I'm out on the corner playing with my friends, and this car pulls up and just started shooting as his son and his wife was in the yard making a snowman. Just remembering that, trauma, man. Being scared to walk down certain streets when I'm outside playing.
Right.
Police telling me that I got to get inside by a certain time because it's nighttime because of the violence and things that go on in the neighborhood.
Right.
Experiencing that. Going into other neighborhoods and experiencing the trauma and seeing how they operate in other neighborhoods as well in D.C. Having cousins from different parts of the city going around there, hanging out with their friends, getting into things with them, But like you said, it's either the bad or the good in D.C. There's no in between.
Right.
And that's as Black people have to change that.
Right.
DC is beautiful by far, man. DC is
I
very
agree.
beautiful.
I agree.
And a lot of times, I was on a tour with the job, and this lady was speaking about how these communities and how these neighborhoods are in the middle of suburban areas in the city. If you look at it, all the projects and things, the outskirts of those projects, you have beautiful neighborhoods. And it's so sad because everybody is just migrated to one spot in that neighborhood. But if you step 2 blocks to the left or 2 blocks to the right, man, you
totally different.
Totally different.
Totally, I've witnessed that. Totally different.
You know what I'm saying? But DC is beautiful though, man. It's beautiful.
So for someone I've never been there, describe it in 5 words.
Different. Exciting. Memorable. DC is definitely memorable. New. One more 5. There's so many things.
One more. I know. We're going to do 5 today.
And it's an experience. It's an experience.
Okay.
And what I mean by experience is a lot of people that come here that been so many places in the world. You know what I'm saying? But they always talk about the time when they came to DC, though.
And it's funny because being from New York, we get the same vibe. We get different people.
Right.
But I don't know, like the landscape of DC to me is just so it's just beautiful, man.
Right.
Like it's just beautiful. I'll be up in there still amazed looking down the block at the buildings and the art on the walls and
Talented.
It's beautiful, bro.
That's another one, talented.
You spoke about DC. You spoke about some of the violence, right? I want to stop right there for a minute. I want to talk about the violence that's going on in DC and where does some of it stem from? How can we stop it, control it? Because we, outside of what we do here, we work for an agency that's trying to get youth is getting hurt and youth are dying.
Yeah.
So how do we? Let's talk about the violence. How can we stop it? How can we control it? What can we do as people to kind of stop this violence and the senseless killing?
So first of all, we got to be able to accept ourselves and change ourselves before we could change anything.
Right.
We got to come together. Black people got to come together. You know, and it start by educating.
Right.
A lot of our youth, as you aware, are uneducated. But a lot of the guys they look up to are uneducated as well.
Right.
Black people had to be able to have the courage to teach others. And not give up on each other. Black people give up on each other a lot.
Right.
You could attempt to to help someone over and over again. But if they don't want that help, sometimes we just say, "All right, forget it. I ain't messing with them no more." Nah, you can't do that.
You got to be relentless.
You can't.
Keep going.
You got to keep going because at the end of the day, it's gonna show them that, man, this person really sees something in me that they can change. You know, with the violence, man, we just got to come together in these communities, man. Just have more things and have more options for these kids to get into.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Offer more things.
Right.
You know, community events, more leaders.
Right.
We need more leaders as well.
Right. Do you think the youth, do they want to listen to the old heads?
They do. But the message, though, you got to
the delivery
and what they listening to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to make them want to listen to what you're selling. Because if I'm a old head in a neighborhood and I'm out here getting money,
doing the
I'm
same
in the
shit,
streets,
doing the same thing they're doing,
the same thing they going, I'm getting streets and they see me. You know, I'm flashing. I got cars, I got jewelry, I got money. You know what I'm saying? And they see that. And they think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to try to be like me and be the cool guy growing up and do the same things. But if they see me doing that, having those same materialistic things, but I'm a black business owner, then maybe they might gravitate to that.
Right.
Grab them up, speak to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But see, in my community growing up, I seen black business owners, but none of them never came and said nothing to me.
Right.
You know, they don't know if I wanted to listen to them or not.
Right.
And that's one of the things that us as black men got to do too. You know what I'm saying? We just can't overlook these dudes or
count them out.
Yeah, or quick to judge because what we see.
Right.
We got to go and holler at them and see what's going on and put something on their mind. They may not be interested in that because they don't know nothing about it.
Right.
But if we mention that to them or show them, like, look, man, you know what I'm saying? This what you can do, man. This what you can make out of your life. I ain't had no mentor growing up. I don't have one now.
And neither do I.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if I did, even having a father, he wasn't a mentor to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But even now.
But I feel like that fatherhood or that father in your life is definitely key.
Yeah, it was key.
To keeping you, maybe even keeping you out the streets.
Yeah. Because sports was introduced to me.
Right. So it definitely important what you said as far as we men in the community need to kind of grab the youth,
right?
Because it's not just happening in DC. I'm from New York, and we are attracted to the fast money,
right?
And the luxury,
right?
It's not that doctors and teachers don't have that. We're not seeing them with we don't see anything of value because they come to the school in the class looking like they might not have much.
Right.
They might have a bank account full of money,
right?
But we don't see it, and we are attracted by that luxury
right.
lifestyle.
Right.
And another thing like I said, I'm not from DC, but my understanding is a lot deeper. Like I don't understand the neighborhoods and where things end and where things begin. And my understanding, a lot of it is deep rooted in that, and some of the youth don't even know about it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. So a lot of the beef that's going on now was going on when my parents was young, and before they even were born. You know? I mean, not born, but before they even was able to speak the word beef. You feel what I'm saying? So the youth that's experiencing and going through these beef, they don't even know what they beefing about at all. They just heard, or they know, I'm not supposed to like him because he's from this area.
Right.
He's from this neighborhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they're not educated on that.
Right.
It's deep, man. It's real deep. And they need to wake up and realize that they fighting over something that ain't theirs.
A block that they don't even own.
Yeah. That to be honest with you,
won't be here the next few years because to me it looks like they doing a lot of reconstruction.
DC is changing. Yes, yeah.
Right.
That they tired of that. They tired of all this violence that's going on in the city, man.
Right.
You know.
Right.
The direction they moving towards, they gonna push you out.
It looks like a lot of them moving from DC to Maryland or the other areas.
Yeah, they gonna push you out.
Right.
They want that land. They gonna get it.
Right.
They gonna get it.
Right, I agree. Explain the importance of go-go music to DC, because like I said, I'm not from DC. When I first came down here, I heard a little bit of it, but now I feel like matter of fact, I don't hear any of it at this point.
It's go-go is the fuel of the city,
right?
And I grew up on go-go. My parents grew up on go-go. I grew up going to go-go's. I went to my first go-go when I was 11 years old. My cousin took me to a go-go.
Right.
Go-go was the music of the city. You know what I'm saying? You could go anywhere in the world and you could tell them you're from DC and you have a conversation about music and they gonna mention to you go-go music.
Right. Right.
A lot of people, some people don't like it, but some people that never heard it before, they love it.
So it consists of like just live music,
live percussions, drums.
So my understanding, it was I guess battles. It was like battles. They used to do battles.
Well, no, not necessarily. What you're speaking of is about the dance styles that what the go-go music did to people's souls, to have them dancing in competition, in friendly competition, the battles, and it's kind of related to what people say. It's some form of breakdancing in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But the sound of the city, man. Go-go was definitely the sound of the city, but it's sad that it's fading away.
Right.
You know, it's fading away, and that's due to a lot of the violence that has occurred at these go-go's.
All right, so you touch base on that and how the go-go even intertwine with violence, or
because you have these neighborhoods that used to come out to go-go's, and everybody come out to the go-go to have a good time, party with your friends, see the girls, dance, get some numbers, listen to your favorite band, hear your neighborhood get called out, you know. But that kind of took a turn when they used to start fights at the go-go's, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of neighborhood beefs stemmed from the go-go.
Okay.
You know, I could be from one hood in the go-go and you can be from another hood, and you might bump past me or step on my shoe and I say nothing. Or if you do say something, I'm still upset that you did that. And now I cause a scene and we fight.
Right. Okay.
And once I'm fighting, my whole neighborhood fighting with me.
So we in
your neighborhood gonna fight with you.
So we in there fighting.
Now we in it. Now we beefing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And now it's gone beyond that to we going outside, and then somebody going to pick up a gun.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Hearing from my parents back in the day, when they fought in go-go's, they were fist fighting. Wasn't no guns, but now people picking up guns.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of brothers and sisters has lost their lives from go-go, from partying at go-go's and leaving from go-go's. You know, people getting shot at lights. You know, some people used to be scared to stop at red lights coming from certain go-go's because they knew the nonsense that came behind it.
Right.
Potentially losing your life just for stopping at a red light.
Right.
You know. But
do you think it's hope for it to resurge? Like,
I hope so, because I grew up on go-go. If I was one of them guys that didn't know what regular music was, I didn't even listen to regular music. A lot of the songs that I heard, I first heard them from the Go-Go's band covering their songs. You know what I'm saying? But that'd be a great thing that it if it does. Now their movement, they're trying to bring it back.
Right.
You know, they still have go-go's and things, but it's not as big as it was back in the day. And it's sad to say, I don't think that it ever will be.
Right.
Because the way the city is moving, you know, in the way that a lot of these youngins growing up now, they're not too familiar with go-go, and that's how they kept the flow of the music going. Because when I was younger, we knew about go-go. So then people under me, they knew about go-go.
Right.
But the kids now, they rarely even know what go-go is, and they don't even want to listen to it. You know
Right. But it's something important that you did say, as far as you only listen at one point. Only thing you knew was go-go music, and I experienced coming here that even though it's not go-go, y'all kind of only localize which I listen to almost right now too. Right. A lot of the youth we deal with or work with really only listen to people in their neighborhoods. They may any major artist may listen to one or two of them, but really they really listen to only people in their hood and localize that stuff.
Right.
And is that something that you can, I guess, vouch for?
Yeah. Yeah.
And why is that?
Exposure. A lot of these kids not getting exposed to new things. You know what I'm saying? They not really seeing the world. And if you want to speak on the music aspect of it, that's how go-go was. You know, you had bands and things from certain neighborhoods and that's all they used to listen to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just a form of a culture change in music, but the generation is leaning more towards with the rap. You know, they listening to the neighborhood rappers and people that went to school with them, and then social media is blowing up so much that it's easier to go see somebody from another city.
And the
that's in your neighborhood.
internet changed the game
Right.
a lot.
You know,
Even
so
all over the world.
and to be honest with you, that may have if Go-Go was if social media was out during the time Go-Go was, maybe Go-Go would have still been alive. You know? But yeah,
I don't know if you saw the. I ain't mean to cut you off, but I don't know if you saw the. What was one of the awards like maybe last year when a couple of the female actresses they had the little they did some little go-go stuff at the award show. I don't think. That was dope.
Taraji, EU, and Sugar Bear.
That was dope.
Yeah,
that was kind of dope to see them. Kind of bring it, let the world see what
they from
the
DC.
Heart of the city, right? So I thought that was dope. That was dope.
Yeah, but see that's that song that
that's
they
her
cover,
age group too.
Yeah, but that song that they cover is a international song though.
Okay,
you know that's one of the songs that been featured in movies. That band has been featured in movies as well. The movie DC Cab. So that was one of the songs that's world internationally known. So. But that was a great thing though. Yeah,
right.
That was real good. And it's been others that have the opportunity to display the go-go, you know, on a bigger platform like Wale. He has done songs and covered go-go songs at awards as well.
See, I don't know if the youth really take to him. I don't know if the youth really take to him.
Nah, they don't, because they don't know. They don't know who he is.
Right.
You know, they don't listen to him for real. For real. They might know him over. Oh, he did the Backyard song, but nah, they don't really.
They don't not really mess with him.
And another thing about the youth too, man. If I'm say this from experience, if it ain't money, drugs, or guns, they don't want to see it.
And that's a fact.
It's poison.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's
I agree.
poison to them, man.
I agree.
They don't want to see it because they think it ain't cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Not knowing that what you're listening to, this not even gonna be relevant to the industry. No industry execs wants to put their name on nothing like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because even the ones from their neighborhoods that do make it, it's a shift.
After a while, it shifts.
Yeah,
all that street stuff, it starts to shift because then it's business.
You have to shift.
And you got to be in rooms with a caliber of different people.
Right. It's that shift, and what the youth do is okay. Well, they grow with them, but they go find the next one that's talking about that stupid stuff.
Right.
Or displaying that stupid stuff.
Right. So, you into fashion, right?
I love fashion. Right.
So, I want to end this debate, right? Who started wearing, right, the New Balance 990s first? DC. Hold on. DC, Philly, and I think all is a BMO.
DC.
Yeah?
Yeah, DC. I'm not going against my city, man. DC. Yeah, DC.
In New York, we ain't never wear them drinks. I just started
DC,
thinking them drinks was hot.
Do your research and your homework, DC. All the New Balance. I remember I was wearing 574s.
That's what we was wearing in New York.
I wore 574s in elementary school.
This was in high school. We started wearing that. But 990s, we was like, hell no. When I came out here.
990s, 991s, 992s, 993s, 574s. I'm a New Balance fanatic. I love New Balance.
When I came to the 990, I'm like, oh, this shit is alright, bro. But we ain't never wear them back then.
Yeah, DC started. I don't care what you say. DC started that shit.
All right, let's shift to albums. Let's see. Give me 5 albums. You can name 5 albums that shifted your life. That was what was it? What are they? What are the 5 albums that shifted your life?
Let me pick this up, man, because I got my music right here.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think that's
shifted my life.
Yes, sir.
Man, coming with that smoke. Oh, for one, I got one right here.
Good.
Nas.
Okay.
King Disease.
Oh, that's it. This is a new one.
New one.
So you feel like it shifted you
already?
In what ways?
Already. As a black man in America, someone that's moving more towards fighting for equality, leadership, becoming a positive influence on others, becoming a role model. I encourage every black man that's moving in this direction to go listen to this album.
Right.
Nas, he came through with this one.
Right. The New York song, Queens, New York.
Man, he came through with this one, man.
Yes, sir. That's one. Next up.
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke. Oh, you getting
Yeah,
all of New York? Okay.
I like Pop Smoke, man. I like, man. New York,
Now we coming
artists is
back because
fire,
we were
man.
kind of
Yeah, Atlanta had it for a
Atlanta had
second.
it for a
New
little
York
bit.
is getting it back.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I like that
What you
Pop
what?
Smoke jump
That's
Shoot for the Stars, and I just got into Pop Smoke for real, for real.
yeah. He
Um,
lost his life too
yeah, that's
soon.
sad, man.
Too
Very
soon.
sad. But I'm gonna talk a little bit about Pop Smoke. Put me in a little, you know that
That dance, little
yeah,
dancing. Yeah,
yeah,
little
that
vibe. That's what they
dancing.
did.
You know
Little
what I'm saying?
dancing.
Cool,
Yeah.
flashy, with the ladies type
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know.
I love it.
What else I got on here?
Third one.
Third. Where you at? Okay. Young Dolph. I like Young Dolph.
Young Dolph.
Yeah.
Okay. Ain't really get into him yet.
I like Young Dolph, man. I swear, Young Dolph put me in my boss mode.
Yeah.
CEO, independent.
Okay.
Young Dolph is very independent.
Okay.
And I listen to Young Dolph when it motivates me. Certain
Right.
songs that he has motivates me to move forward and push through with my goal and my dreams as far as with this music thing.
Okay.
Because he did it on his own,
Right.
with him and his team.
So you know it's
what I'm saying?
possible.
So it's possible. So
Correct.
when it's time to grind, I sit behind my computer, and I put Young Dolph on, and I get to work.
Okay. Okay. From the fourth one.
Well, yeah.
It could be past or present. It don't matter.
Yeah. I gotta mention Jay-Z, the Blueprint.
Blueprint is dope.
Yeah.
Blueprint is dope. That's a good one.
Yes, sir.
Blueprint. So that's 4. Let me get one more.
Oh, my Moneybagg Yo too.
Moneybagg Yo. Somebody put me
album.
on to me. I ain't really get to.
Man, Moneybagg Yo, man.
I ain't really get to listen to him.
Yeah, Virgo. He talked that shit. I can relate to Moneybagg
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of stuff that he talk about, man, I can relate. You know what I'm saying? As far as with the women and certain experiences and things like that.
Right.
Relate. You know, I ain't go too deep. Like I said, I grew up with the go-go, so I really just started getting into music and getting into,
other artists outside of your hometown.
Yeah, because I didn't grow up on listening to rap. I wasn't a rap fan. I was with go-go, but I had to. I got to study this craft if I'm going to be in this business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So those the ones that I listed, those had influence on me.
Influencing you.
All the other ones, people may have their view on some other albums that could have been put there, but nah, that's what I listen to.
Right.
I can't, if I don't listen to it, I can't relate.
What's the difficult part about pursuing your dreams?
Wanting it now, you know what I'm saying? Just the patience is just like, you have to have patience with this, and not knowing when it's going to happen though, just being consistent.
But I think it's sweeter. I know it may seem long for you, but that process is necessary.
Oh yeah, the process is definitely necessary, because without the process, you have no story to tell.
It's definitely necessary.
You got to have a story to tell. I wouldn't be able to do this again or sit in front of another camera if I don't have the process.
Right.
But the difficult part is just getting overlooked sometimes too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care how many people I know, and you always gonna get overlooked. I don't care what position you are.
Right.
Saying? People gonna overlook you.
Find a reason not to.
Small or big. Yeah. Right. Being ignored, feeling like you pressing somebody out, or bugging somebody just to get somebody
get your foot in the door.
Yeah. Just to see, like, hey, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool because you're gonna remember me
on the way
and
up.
then that thing gonna flip where you're gonna be trying to get in touch with me.
You're gonna get into me. Yeah. And I always say you only need one yes.
Yeah.
You only need one yes to get in the door.
That's true.
One yes. Yeah. What's your definition of a boss?
Makes decisions for himself and his team. Creates his own wealth. Putting others in a position to become a boss.
Mm-hmm. That's important. You have a whole a team of bosses. Y'all doing your own thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's everybody doing something.
Right.
No one is on your team just sitting there riding a wave. You know what I mean?
Because a boss. People know boss don't work for nobody, but in a sense, you kind of do. You might have a family.
You work for the
family,
people.
So you work for the people. So I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
being able to put others in position to become a boss, making decisions.
Right.
You know.
What's some of the obstacles you faced as being the boss?
Everything being on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, making sure everything go right. Being responsible for other people's time and money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Decision making.
Because if you win, it's on you. If you lose, it's on you.
Right. You know, just being that example.
But you understand that's a part of it, bro. Yeah. Some people not ready for that task because that can be a hard thing, having everything on you.
Right.
And if it falls, everything on you.
Right.
Imagine owning a corporation when you got 100 employees.
Right.
Like that's why you got to get up to work. Like there's no days off because he can't eat, he can't eat, they can't feed. Right. So it's definitely all on you.
Right.
What are some of the lessons that you learned the hard way?
Patience.
Mm-hmm. Explain.
Patience. Wanting everything so fast, and now having that temporary relief. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie. This year's been a great year for me, to be honest with you.
Right.
Because it slowed me down and it taught me patience.
Right.
Something that I really didn't have.
Right.
You know, just being so eager to have things or to get things done in that exact moment. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I have that same issue.
Just being able to have patience. You know, everything else gonna come. Everything that you want gonna come. Manifest everything you pray. Mm-hmm. To whoever you believe in, your higher power, and just have the patience and manifest your dreams. But you got to work towards those dreams too. You just can't speak on those things and just think it's gonna just come without putting the work in. Nah, you got to put that work in. But I can say patience is
so
that for me.
How long would you say you've been on this journey? The journey to,
about 5 years.
Okay.
This is the 5th year. Like I said, we started in 2015, and it definitely has been a lesson throughout these years. Each year is better than
the last. Correct.
Because I take and learn from the experience and the things that I went through in that year and look back, and I know what to do different.
Right.
Or what to enhance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's been about 5 years, and a buddy of mine told me that it takes 10 years to become successful. That's what I heard. I mean, something.
I heard about that. I heard that too.
I'm halfway there. I feel like I'm at the halfway mark.
Do you think there's a such thing as an overnight success?
No, because you have to do something to get to that point.
So there's nobody that can put you on to say,
but at the same time, he with you. But what have you done for him to say that he's
to say that with you?
You know what I'm saying?
You putting his name on.
I don't agree with that. I mean, and if it is an overnight success, how many of them last too long?
They don't, because that we go back to what we were saying about the process,
right?
The work ethic, all of that takes place. Because if I put you on and you're a good rapper, but if you don't have the drive, or if you don't have the patience, if you don't have
you're gonna get exposed.
You're gonna get exposed, or you're gonna come up late to shows.
I eat those one-hit wonders. They're one-hit wonders for a reason. They get put in those positions and they get exposed.
Right. What do you have to say? So you're on your 5th year. So you're on your 5th year in your journey. What advice do you have for those that's on their first year or their first month, or today they just started to start their company and whatever it is? What advice that you have for them?
Put yourself first before anything. Keep working. Don't give up. Mm-hmm. Don't give up at all. Learn to trust your team. Mm-hmm. Be open-minded. Mm-hmm. Pray. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and pray.
When this is all said and done, 40, 50 years from now, whatever, how do you want to be remembered?
Man, that Punchey got shit done. You know, Punchey put people in positions to do better. He did what he said he was going to do. Mm-hmm. He was a man of his word. Mm-hmm. He made it happen. Mm-hmm. I want to leave my legacy like that, man. Mm-hmm. You know, that's some of the day he gets shit done. Because that's what I do. I get shit done. Mm-hmm.
So, do you believe in speaking things into existence?
Of course.
Who who would you like to work with in the next 5 years or whatever? Collab, work with, partner with. What would you like to put on the atmosphere right now?
I want to work with Young Dolph.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to work with Young Dolph.
Okay.
I want to work with Moneybagg Yo.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be in the same room as Diddy,
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm. That's real.
Yeah.
You got a 5-year plan? What's your 5-year plan?
Yeah. To grow in my company.
Okay.
To elevate and educate myself in certain areas that I need to grow in. Start a couple other side businesses for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that everyone, the clients that I'm working with, is in position to accomplish their goals.
Mm-hmm.
And get people signed.
Right.
Yeah, get people signed.
And this is going to be the last question. What do you want your legacy to be? What do you want your legacy?
A game changer. Punchey came in this world faced with so many different adversities that certain people don't know about me.
Right.
Had one dream. Had two dreams. Well, no, I'm not even going to say two dreams, but started off with a dream of playing basketball, playing in the NBA. That didn't work out the way he wanted or the way I wanted to. So now I'm having the opportunity to chase another dream of mine, which is this music, and just not giving up on myself.
Right.
And accomplishing everything that I said I wanted to do in life and will do in life.
Right. So with that being said, listen, I appreciate you for even allowing me to.
I appreciate you, man.
Definitely to interview you. Appreciate you to jumping on About That Action.
Yeah.
I definitely look forward to everything that you got going. Anything you got going, if you let me know. I'll definitely come through and support. And when I was thinking about it, when you had that event, the photo shoot, I was like, yo, we could have kind of did it right there.
Yeah, I had a couple people I was supposed to hook up with on that day and do it, but I wasn't even thinking.
And I ain't even thinking to the last minute.
And that's that thing of having everything on you, bro. That day I was just like, oh my God, I don't know how. Why I was just so nervous. I was overwhelmed. I was like, damn, everything got to go right.
Right.
Overthinking shit. You know what I'm saying? But it got done though. It got done. But this got done as well too. I know we prolonged this. All of it was my fault.
Nah. Some of it was yours, and some of it was just bad time. You can take 2 or 3 of them.
I take it all, bro. It was my fault. Shit was my fault. I ain't ashamed to say that it was my fault. But we got it done though.
We got it done. Definitely. If you need something like this done again, or anybody in your team you want me to do,
of course,
holler at me. If you want me to do it at whatever venue, whatever, we gonna go. We gonna get it done. But like I said, I appreciate you for letting me come into your house, let me do this interview. I'm here to support you, whatever you need.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna get it done.
Oh yeah.
All right. So definitely make sure y'all subscribe. This is About That Action. I got the shirt.
Subscribe to his.
Yeah, it's about. I got a lot of stuff coming.
Subscribe to it. About That Action.
Check that out. Check his Instagram out.
I'm About That Action. Yeah, yes. Follow me Instagram, Punchy the Big Homie.
And follow my Instagram. I am About That Action. Even I got the About That Action TV. So yes, appreciate it.
I want to shout out GPS Entertainment, FM, Lolita Leopard, SME Management, V, the whole gang.
Yes, sir. We out.